how-to video, we're going to have a look at how to simplify algebraic expressions by collecting like terms. So the first question we really need to remind ourselves of is what actually is a like term? And the answer is here. Like terms have identical pronumerals. A pronumeral is the letter part of a number. So if I have the number 2a, a being the pronumeral, if I have another number like 4a, they are like terms. If I have minus 3a, that is also a like term. But if I have 2a squared, that is not a like term because the pronumerals are not identical. The next question we've got to look at is how are algebraic expressions simplified? And the answer is we've got to identify any like terms and then we've got to collect them together by adding or subtracting. So we can actually take the example that we've got up here. Here's 2a plus 4a minus 3a, and let's say plus 2a squared. We can simplify this by collecting these terms. 2a and 4a is 6a, 6a minus 3a is 3a, and we can't combine this one with it, so our answer in a simplified version is 3a plus 2a squared. We're going to talk more about these in some examples that are coming up. The final question we need to ask is, can like and not like terms be collected? So can a and 2a squared, or 3a plus 2a squared, can they be joined together any further? And the answer is definitely no. So let's go on now and have a look at some examples of how this works. So the first example we're going to look at is a fairly straightforward one. We've got 3x and we're going to have a minus x squared and a plus 4x. How are these simplified? Well, the first thing to remember is that the x and the x here are like terms, but this one is not a like term. So we can actually take the whole of 3x and the whole of 4x. Now it's very important to take the sign with it. So our next line over here is going to be 3x plus 4x, and the minus x squared is going to sit at the end. And we finally join these together, 3 lots of x, 4 lots of x. When we add those, we get 7 lots of x minus x squared. Let's try another one. Number 2. Let's have a digit 5 minus 2a plus 3a plus 6. Now in this particular situation, 5 and plus 6 are considered to be like terms, and that's because they have the same pronumerals, which in this case there isn't one. This number here, minus 2a and plus 3a, these are also considered like terms. So here we join our first lot of like terms, 5 plus 6. Then we have minus 2a plus 3a, joining those together, remembering that the sign always goes with the term. Let's finish this off now. 5 and 6 is 11. And we've got minus 2a plus 3a. Now minus 2 plus 3 is 1. So the answer is 1a plus 1a. So we're just going to write it down as plus a because there's an invisible 1 behind there. We never actually write a pronumeral with the 1 there. We just write it as the pronumeral. Let's have a look at our third example. In our third example, we've got 6x squared plus 5x minus 4x squared minus x. So I've got lots of x squares in here. So the key thing here is to get like terms. There's x squared, and if we look along the line, there's one set of like terms. And then we've got plus 5x and minus 1x. There's our next set of like terms. So joining these together, we get 6x squared, and then there's minus 4x squared plus 5x minus x. So one more step should do it. 6 minus 4, so that's 2x squared. And then it's 5 minus 1, that's plus 4. So it's plus 4x. And then our final question, number 4, is 3x squared plus 2y. So clearly they're not like terms at all. Minus 15x squared minus 3y. Now I've given this question for a reason, as you'll see in a minute, but the main thing again is to get our like terms. There's minus 3x squared and minus 15x squared, and then on the other side we've got plus 2y minus 3y. So let's simplify this down now, and we get 3x squared minus 15x squared, and we've got plus 2y and minus 3y. The reason why I selected these numbers is because we're going to have two negative numbers in our answer. So that's 3 take 15. So that's minus 12x squared. And then we've got 2 minus 3. That's minus 1y. So that's minus y. So there's our solution. So putting in the big minus number there gives us a minus at the front there. So you've got to be careful with your negatives and positives. You can use your calculators to help you. The main thing though is to remember, find those like terms. They're the only ones you can join together, either by adding or subtracting.